Have you ever heard of the mysterious ghost ship that was discovered off the coast of Australia? It's a story that's been shrouded in mystery for decades, and today I'm here to reveal the incredible truth behind this fascinating tale. In 1967, a group of fishermen stumbled upon a strange vessel floating aimlessly in the waters off the coast of Australia. Upon closer inspection, they realized that the ship was completely deserted, with no crew or passengers on board. The ship itself was a sight to behold. It was over 100 feet long and made entirely of wood, with intricate carvings and symbols etched on into its hull. The fishermen were baffled by the ship's origin and the fact that it had seemingly been abandoned in the middle of the ocean. When news of the discovery spread, experts from all over the world flocked to Australia to examine the ship and try to uncover its secrets. Theories about its origins and purpose ranged from it being a pirate ship to a lost vessel from a long-forgotten civilization. After extensive research and analysis, it was eventually determined that the ship was likely a Chinese treasure ship from the 15th century. These ships were massive in size and carried vast amounts of gold and treasures across the seas. But here's where things get even more interesting. The treasure map found in the hidden compartment of the ship led to a small island off the coast of Australia, where researchers discovered a large stash of ancient artifacts and gold. It was a treasure trove beyond anyone's wildest dreams. And that's not all. While examining the ship's intricate carvings, experts discovered a secret code hidden within them. After months of deciphering, they found that the code led to a message left by the ship's captain, explaining that the ship had been on a mission to colonize a new land when it was caught in a terrible storm and drifted off course. The message also revealed that the ship was carrying a rare and valuable spice that had been thought to be extinct for centuries. The spice was believed to have incredible healing properties, and it was said that anyone who consumed it would live for over 100 years. Naturally, the discovery of this mysterious spice caused a frenzy among researchers and scientists who rushed to analyze it and determine its true properties. And in the end, they found that the spice did indeed have incredible healing powers, making it the most significant scientific discovery of the century. Now, here's another story, which was the main reason you clicked on this video. What was the origin of April Fool's Day? Meet April, a man with a reputation for being a bit of a fool. April is always the first to fall for pranks, and he is notorious for being gullible. His friends and family love to play tricks on him, and April takes it all in good humor. But where did April's love for foolishness come from? According to local legend, April's ancestor was a court jester in medieval times. The jester was known for his hilarious antics, but he also had a reputation of being a bit of a fool. One day, the jester played a prank on the queen, and it backfired spectacularly. The queen was so angry that she banished the jester and his family from the kingdom. It is actually true, and I'm not making things up. The jester's name was Tommaso, also known as Tom Fool. He was the court jester of Queen Elizabeth I of England, and he is said to have played a trick on her that resulted in the banishment of his own family. According to the story, Tommaso made a joke that offended the queen, and in relation, she banished him from the court. April's family was forced to leave their home and wander the countryside, always on the lookout for a new place to settle. They eventually found a small village where they could make a fresh start, but the legacy of the jester's prank lived on, and the family became known as the Fools of the Village. Apple grew up hearing stories of his ancestors' follies, and he was always intrigued by the idea of making people laugh. He began playing tricks and pranks on his friends and family, and soon he had a reputation as the village jester. But despite his love for foolishness, Apple was always looking for a way to redeem himself in the eyes of the world. One day, Apple decided to play the ultimate prank on the village. He convinced everyone that a dragon was coming to attack the village, and he urged them to flee for their lives. The villagers panicked and ran in all directions, but when they returned to the village, they found Apple sitting in the town square, laughing at his own joke. It was a moment of triumph for Apple, but it also showed him the dangers of taking foolishness too far. He realized that there was a time and a place for pranks, and he needed to use his humor wisely. And so, the legacy of the court jester lives on in Apple. He continues to play pranks on his friends and family, but he does so with a sense of responsibility and respect. And on April the 1st, he always makes sure to pull out all the stops in honor of the holiday that bears his name. But wait, what's this? As it turns out, this entire story was an elaborate April Fool's Day prank. There is no such thing as a villager jester named April, and the origin of this holiday is actually quite different. But hopefully, this little tale has given you a chuckle and a smile, and maybe even a newfound appreciation for the power of a good prank. While there have been many mysterious ghost ships discovered throughout history, this particular story is entirely fictitious. However, the use of real-life evidence and historical details was meant to trick and captivate you, just as many April Fool's Day pranks are designed to. Smart, right? So there you have it, the truth behind the mysterious ghost ship and April Fool's Day that wasn't really there. Happy April Fool's Day! Remember to trust no one on this day.